people of Birnin Kebbi, Kalgo, Bunda Federal Constituency of Kebbi State. I move for a bill for an act to provide for the establishment of the National Agricultural Machinery Supply and Management Agency and for other related matters. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Any seconder? Honorable Joga.
Thank you. This bill seeks to establish the National Agricultural Machinery Supply and Management Agency to coordinate the effective supply and provision of agricultural machinery and equipment in order to boost agricultural production. Specifically, the functions of the agency will be ensuring sufficient supply of agricultural machinery and equipment by importing or procuring same from certified indigenous manufacturers, institutions, or agencies, providing agricultural equipment, hiring services for farmers in all local governments of the country directly or through registered hiring agents, coordinating the effective utilization of all agricultural machines and equipment in its possessions, and providing information on all imported and locally designed agricultural equipment and machinery in the country, among others. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, we all know that in this country we have a shortage and utilization of farm machineries in our farming activities. And as a result of that, we have very low food production, which put us among the poorest nations in this world, and also importing heavily to augment the little we are producing. Mr. Speaker, in this world of globalization and market liberalization, we cannot compete this way. And one of the ways to bail ourselves out is to ensure that we provide machineries to our farmers, because over 70% of our farmers are subsistence farmers. They do not have the capacity to buy this needed machinery to go into mechanization. And in this era, without going to mechanization, we cannot fare. We cannot do it. Definitely, we have to remain where we are, begging for food, buying food, and remaining poorish. Mr. Speaker, the reasons is very understandable, because the statistics of food production is very gloomy and disheartening. We have, by the grace of God, about 71 million hectares of arable land, but the one under cultivation is only 31 million hectares. And for these 31 million hectares, Mr. Speaker, we have less than 3,000 tractors functioning in this country. In a situation where, for this size, 31 million hectares, we need not less than 88,000 tractors that should be working according to the world standard. And this underscores that we definitely have to purposely make our farmers to have these machineries. And any government that cannot satisfy its teeming farmers, definitely that government is not ready to fight food insecurity. So, Mr. Speaker, that is the reason why this bill comes in, so that government will deliberately and purposefully make the condition for farming very amenable, very easy, and the condition, the environment for farming very interesting for farmers. Mr. Speaker, other countries that were with us in the 60s, like India, and the Asian countries. They are at par with us. But because they embrace agri-mechanization and their government purposely help their farmers through this agri-mechanization, right now they are the people who are either number one or number two in food production. Like India, in fact, is the largest producer of tractors. So this bill has a very, very important thing to assist us by the time we agree with you. Particularly the benefits derivable from this bill, one, Mr. Speaker, will generate data for tractor requirement for the Nigerian farmers. Our professionals in government, Mr. Speaker, they are not helping us well. Every day we have policy, we should go back to the
Chairman House Services and Deputy. Chairman Local Content, Sunday Karimi, Ekanemi Boro, Said Fijabi, Honorable Gaza, please take your seat. Honorable Lemija, take your seat. Rotimi Agunsoye.
machineries, Mr. Speaker. And by the time we have this agency, we'll begin to have proper management and control of our investment in mechanization and equipment. We'll also have the opportunity to train our youth to acquire skills in maintenance services and machine operations. We'll also stimulate technology transfer locally. As I said, before India embarked agri-mechanization, they were buying tractors, but now they are the largest producer because they have already acquired skills to produce tractors. Mr. Speaker, I would want to tell us that for this bill, there is no financial implications for now. The reason being, already there is in place an agricultural equipment hiring enterprises set up by the Federal Ministry of Agric under the Federal Agricultural Department. And this is an aberration, really, for an agency under democracy to set up a going concern business out of government without the recourse of the National Assembly. So with this bill coming in, it will correct the wrongs already done by the executive, and proper things will be done properly. So my prayer, Mr. Speaker and honorable colleagues, is that according to our legislative agenda, which we adopt here in this chamber, that anything that has to do with solving the national challenges, we will intervene. Definitely, this is one of the areas that we need to intervene so as to solve food shortage and food insecurity. I therefore urge all of us to support this bill to second reading. Mr. Speaker, I so submit.
Pastor Sai. Second time. Those in favor of the motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk is now invited to read the long title of the bill.
Provide for the establishment of the National Agricultural Machinery Supply and Management Agency and for other related matters. Second reading.
Bill referred to the Committee on Agricultural Production and Services. Honorable colleagues, the sixth order of the day is a motion on